is Canelo's biggest threat, either at his weight class or above? Like, who do you, Virgil Ortiz, see like, all right, that guy could possibly give him issues?
I mean, Caleb Plant is the only champion left at 168. So I guess technically it would have to be him. If he goes up in weight, it's a little dangerous. Canelo he's like a natural 47 or 54 or whatever he is. He's pretty big. He's smart. He can handle himself. I just I don't want him to go too high up like a cruiserweight. Definitely not a cruiser. That's too much in my opinion. But realistically, pound for pound, no one beats him. No one beats him.
Who do you feel is Canelo's biggest threat at this point?
I think BENAVIDEZ more than Caleb Plant. I like Caleb Plant. He's a good boxer, but I think BENAVIDEZ just has a little more in his arsenal than Caleb Plant. And my bad, Mexican against a Mexican, that's gonna be a fireworks fight. So I think that would be a better fight.
Who do you think is Canelo's biggest threat right now?
I think I gotta go with my boy David. David BENAVIDEZ. For sure, I think besides Canelo, I think David could be up next and become champion at 168 again and collect all the titles. It just. The reality, the truth is that Canelo's chasing the belts, and he's trying to go to he's trying to fight undisputed. So you gotta respect that, And once he does, he's gonna vacate the titles, most likely to move to 175, as Coach Eddie Reynoso had said. So I think that's David's opportunity to collect all the belts, and he could become the next undisputed. There's room for all of us to make it in the sport, But I think David he's up next as the best 168. I just, now they were to face each other, which I'm not being as realistic, but if they were to face each other soon, I think David could give Canelo the toughest fight. It's hard to say who will win that fight.
Well, why do you think that? Why is it that what is it?
Because he's very active compared to other fighters. So David will not give him the distance that other fighters give him. You know what I mean? You see, Billy Joe Sanders is very crafty, but he still fights with distance. He wants to throw two punches, move, and Canelo will find a way to break it down because he has good power. Caleb Plant, another boxer, but I think it's most likely for Canelo to also break him down. But you see David fight, he's very active and he's very fast for 168. So just like that, who knows? I'm not saying that might complicate Canelo, just because I don't think Canelo has faced a guy like David in such a long time. But I think that might be something different that Canelo hasn't seen in a while. So for that reason, that could be interesting.
Talk about Canelo, man, real quick. Defeated Billy Joe Saunders this weekend. What do you think? How do you look?
Really fucking good. Really good. That's the pound for pound best fighter right now. I think he's gonna stop Caleb Plant too. I mean, that performance against Billy Joe. I don't know how the fuck people had Billy Joe winning the fight. I had him winning maybe a round or two, but not the fight. It's just outmatched. These guys are all outmatched. Canelo, there's the only one at 168. Two people that will give him fights are David BENAVIDEZ and Charlo, and they don't have titles, which sucks. That's what sucks. But what I keep saying is those guys are with the same. They're Caleb Plant, Charlo, BENAVIDEZ, they're with the same fucking promotional team. Why can't they fight each other? Like, why are they all waiting? Let's see, I want to fight Canelo. Fight each other. David and obviously we know he's gonna fight Caleb Plant. So what's the biggest fight for David? The biggest fight for Charlo? So them to fight each other and the winners fight. If they want that fight so bad, I know David's gangster. He's down. Charlo will do it. Charlo don't give a fuck either. Like, but they're if their promoter doesn't do it, then whatever. Then they're just gonna wait maybe and see what Canelo does. But
that kind of lowers the chance. Increases the chances, right?
Who's Charlo fighting this next fight? He's fighting that fucking
Montiel's brother, Fernando Montiel's brother.
What the hell is that? That's a terrible fucking matchup. David is fighting. Who's David BENAVIDEZ fighting?
Uskataki, I think. Is it Uskataki?
I don't know.
I think it's Uskataki for like the mandatory or something.
Uskataki isn't. Like they should be fighting each other. Like they should fight each other at 168, and then the winners fight the fucking winner of Canelo and Caleb Plant.
Who around Canelo's weight class or in Canelo's weight class? Who is Canelo's biggest threat in your mind?
Yeah, moving up and fighting Andre Ward, man. Andre Ward coming back, man. I love Andre Ward, man. I've always been a fan of his. He's one of the best, smart, good fighters. But really, for Canelo right now, there's not nobody really. He's on the seat by himself up top.
Who is Canelo's biggest threat? 168, 178.
Honestly,
have to go to 175?
I think Benavidez.
Benavidez?
I think Benavidez. Benavidez comes to my gym often to get sparring. He'll spar 15, 18 rounds with 5 of my guys or whoever, and he's always, from round 1 to the last round, he's always very, very tough. He never gives up. He keeps coming. I think he's going to be the one that, if that fight happens, he's the one that will probably give him a real good fight. But even then, I like Benavidez. He's good. I still think Canelo.